Welcome to Quick Spin Media, and I'm your host, Unc Hef. I got an exciting clip for y'all tonight. This is about Jesse Lee Peterson. Usually I don't agree with him because he always be on some coon stuff. But I think he unrinsed the cooning out of his system, and he's starting to stand up and say the right things. Let's get to it.
You understand why we don't want you guys here, right?
Why is that now?
Because you guys come here and you turn our country into Mexico. You become lawbreakers.
How do we
become disrespectful to the country. You fly the Mexican flag. Mm-hmm. You attack the citizens. That's why.
I mean, you're talking about disrespect. Yet again, we're one of the few countries that wears the American flag all over, even in our underwear.
Who?
The United States citizens.
And what about that?
Now, why disrespect the flag that way? And you're talking about disrespect. And here, the United States, the people, disrespect the flag. Here you are, here they
what does that have to do with illegal aliens?
Well, you're talking about disrespect and honoring the country, right, and this and that. Well, now here we disrespect it with coming from our own homes, coming from their own home. People wearing their flag.
Well, the flag.
But
these are American citizens.
But now you're also generalizing that because of DACA, we are allowing all these criminals just like they are in Mexico, and you're generalizing Mexico.
They're allowing all these immigrants from around the world to come to the black neighborhood. This is what the Democrats did. I was born and raised in California. I lived in Fresno, I lived in Sacramento, and I lived in Los Angeles. Man, we was booming back in the days. I mean, we had everything. We had the body shops. We had the stores. Things was booming back in the days. That was the breaking days. It was booming. And then next thing you know, it was like a floodgate, and the immigrants come in. And guess what? It gets worse. Let's get back to it.
Like in Mexico as a whole, as a criminal country.
It have to be because those people are trying to come here. They're not trying to stay in Mexico.
A lot of those people that are under DACA, they have been here since they were children, babies.
That's no excuse. I didn't tell their parents to let them come.
But then again, it doesn't mean that because they've been here since they were children that they're going to be criminals.
Mexico is.
They had an anti-buy from the blacks. That's what happened. They came in, they flooded in, and they had an anti-buy against the blacks. And they became the numbers. They was just letting them in California. I knew it was conspiracy, but this was done on purpose. Because they come in here, they're stepping on black Americans. And black Americans got the media against them, just demonizing us on everything. Just little stuff. We're a small percentage. They haven't been wiping us out. You guys need to wake up. The immigrants are here to take over America.
I believe they have the sixth largest economy in the world, right? Is that right? Okay. Why don't you guys stay there and build your own country? You have enough. The economy is the sixth largest. If you guys stood up and fight in Mexico the way you fight to get them here, then you can make Mexico great again.
See, the thing is, you can't go to no country and just become a citizen. This was a loophole in America. Yeah, it was a lot of problems because when y'all come over here, y'all come into our neighborhoods. I remember we had all the land. So this is why we asked, and then y'all hating on reparations, man. We even no hater on y'all, but y'all want to be known to be a hater to us, and you're hating on reparations. Okay, like out of jealousy or something. We don't get along. The blacks didn't benefit off the drug trade. That was the Trojan horse to come to California to destroy us, okay? See all these little tricks and games and landmines they was making, a Foundation Black American go through it.
Because, Mexico may be rich, and it has, and like you say,
Not maybe, it is.
It is rich. But then again, when it comes to
the way you fight to break the law and disrespect us, once you get here, why not use that same energy in your country?
Because right now, as it is, as far as wages go for people to work in Mexico, it is very,
because
very
you're not
poor.
fighting back there. They have the
Okay.
6th largest
Okay, so he's saying the wages are bad there. Man, y'all flooding out America made the wages lower for everyone. It's like y'all it's like y'all got Operation Take Over America. Everybody see this going on here. It's a whole bunch of different Hispanics, and they all act like they don't mess with each other, but they do come together to box you out. This is what we was going through in California. And this is why we're not marching for no one. We're not marching for no one because
economy. You can fight back and create money.
And people have been fighting back.
No, you guys are here fighting us.
We're not fighting anyone.
What do you think of the race relations in America today?
Race relations?
Race relations.
Between whom? There's so many other countries that we have been involved with.
Between the blacks and the Hispanics, the whites and the Hispanics.
I believe that the 20 years ago, and I can tell you this from what I saw when I was first started teaching, there was a lot of problems between the blacks and the
were a school
Hispanics.
teacher?
I am.
Okay.
it was problems because when they let y'all come over here, they put y'all in our neighborhoods. It's like Operation Exterminate the Black People, flood out the city where they only hiring Hispanics. They gonna gatekeep the job. If you can't get no job, you gonna have to sell your home for cheap. And then they're flooding us out with the drugs, okay? Flooding us out. They benefited off the drugs. Take a look. Let's get to it.
Between the blacks and the Hispanic. Nowadays, there's a lot more unity
No,
between the black and the Hispanic.
true.
There's a lot more unity.
not true. It's still bad.
Okay, and it might be
bad.
regional.
Unity between black and Hispanics is horrible. And this is why a lot of blacks didn't vote for Kamala. They getting off the Democratic plantation because at the end of the day, the Democrats had the black people vote in their hand. They misused it and they was replacing you with the Hispanics right in your face. And guess what? The big bad wolf Donald Trump is in. You're a pork chop in a lion's den. Let's get to it.
It might be regional, but it is not as far as country. From what we've seen, in the media, it may be fake news as
fake news.
your
I
president
see it all the
says.
time. Blacks
But
and Hispanics do not get along.
well, in your opinion,
No,
my
no.
opinion, blacks and Hispanics nowadays get along a lot more than what they did in the past.
That is a goddamn lie. After we've been decimated, I'm originally from California, originally born and raised in Fresno. Everybody in California, they moved out of California. They living in Texas, they living in Nevada, Vegas, they all over the place now. Y'all had Operation Plunge the Blacks from California, and this is the results. Now we got Trump, like I say, the big bad wolf. He's blowing your house down, and this is why we're not marching. Back on it.
No. What rights do the illegals have? They're coming in illegally. What rights do they have?
The undocumented people, you mean, have everybody here, documented or undocumented, is protected with the same rights that a U.S. citizen has,
Really?
that a U.S. resident has.
So you're saying
A real U.S. resident It's not nothing special. So the illegals come in here and they get all the rights. They get in the welfare to build a family while they on operation take over America. If you look at all the cities, they are super populated with Hispanics. Super populated. So imagine the city is populated and they in all the workplaces because they only hiring their own.
That the illegal aliens, they break the law to come here and they come illegally and they have the same rights that I have under the Constitution.
Most undocumented people come into the U.S. legally, whether it usually whether it is with a visa or under political asylum.
Well,
now we do have, and I am aware, people that come into the United States illegally.
Right. And do those illegal aliens have the same rights that the American citizens have?
They do. They are protected. Yes.
They have the same rights under the Constitution.
Not all the same rights, but they are. They do have some rights that are.
What rights do they have once they break the law to get here? What rights do they have? Give me an example.
On our First Amendment, they do have rights to, to an attorney, for example, to have legal counsel, whether they are here legally or illegally or undocumented. They do have the same rights as we all do of free speech. As of now.
Are you joking or what?
No, I'm not joking.
You really believe that? Let me ask, were you born in the United States?
I was born in Mexico.
You were born in Mexico?
I was born in Mexico.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
And did you come here illegally?
No, I came here with a visa.
Oh, so why can't you tell them to do that?
Why can't what?
Why don't you tell these other ones to do the same thing? Come in the right way.
Because every person's case is different. Every person's case is different. From, if you were to speak to, every person that is asking the United States government to come and allow them to be in the United States, every person's and their family, they need to look at their case individually.
No, but they should come through the front door so they can do that. Not.
And we was outnumbered. The Black Americans in California, north all the way south, all of us. We battled military-age men, like they bringing the drugs over here. They're joining the Hispanic gangs, and they was way more organized. And the Democrats, you know what? They already knew that the Hispanics was gonna get into it with us. They gonna have the money from the cartel, the big guns, and they was on a mission to exterminate us. So no, it's not no joining together. It's no racism. I'm from California. I have a lot of half Black and half Hispanic people in my family, and everybody is cool. One thing I say about Black people, they lying to you. We're really not racist. Everybody being racist to us is because it was taught to them. But guess what? Like I say, the big bad wolf Donald Trump come to blow the house down. Let's get to it.
Out the back door, like thieves.
No, they're not.
Are they breaking the law by coming here illegally?
If someone comes here illegally, yes.
So they are breaking the law.
No, they're not, because they are going through customs.
No, they're jumping the fence.
No, well, yes, some of them are, and I agree there. But you also have those people that are going through customs, going through border patrol, with their paperwork, asking for political asylum.
Amazing. Were your parents born here?
No, my parents and myself were born in Mexico.
Did your parents come here illegally?
My parents and I came the same way with a visa.
And how old were you when you came?
I was a year and a half.
A year and a half. Are you an American citizen?
I'm a naturalized American citizen.
And do you love this country?
Yes, I do.
Do you love it enough to protect us from the illegal aliens?
I do.
What?
Yes, I do.
But you're helping the illegal aliens to get here.
I'm not saying I'm helping the undocumented get here. I'm telling you that we are helping those people across the border. Across the border, by helping them get their paperwork processed through immigrations. Now, we also go out and I mentioned
So this is why you can't have illegal in power. This is not just for, the Mexicans. This is for all of them, the Africans, because look what they're doing. They here because of all the torture and the black people went through just to get civil rights. They come here and they act like we don't exist, and they have no problem with kicking you down. So I think that the immigrants need to go make their country great again, because they're stepping on our toes in America. It's just not no black thing. They're stepping on white America. They stepping on all the real Americans, even the Hispanics that have been here a long time. The Hispanics that have been here, but not them. And they can't be putting themselves in their shoes. This is all about America. And guess what? Donald Trump is going to make America great again. We'll see.